Smackdown live stream. We are actually starting a little bit earlier this evening. The reason we're starting a little bit earlier is because, amazingly, we're all set up, we're all ready to go, and so I thought, why wait around for another 5 minutes or so? Why don't we just start now? So we're starting a little bit earlier, a few minutes earlier. So if you are watching this on repeat and you want to know when SmackDown begins, then fast forward about an hour and 6 minutes. Jump forward an hour and 6 minutes. And then we should be at the start of SmackDown Live. So hello to everyone that's in the chat. Hope everyone has had a good day. I honestly have, I've had a weird day actually. I spent quite a lot of time working on today's video. I've been working a lot on that 24/7 championship video. Not because the content really took a lot of research or anything, but the graphics in it, certainly the background and everything, that took a lot of time to get that sorted. It's got a bit of a different feel. It's a kind of video that I would like to make more of. I think we'll do it again tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to talk about Brock Lesnar and Money in the Bank. Obviously, we'll know what happens tonight. I'm going to just wait and see what happens, because of course he could always cash in tonight. I don't think he will. He might make his presence felt, though. There's every chance that he teases a cash in. So yeah, let's see. I thought it was quite interesting yesterday. Both of the champions wanted Brock to cash in on them. I mean, you could not find two more stupid champions. I mean, what champion wants Brock Lesnar? Like, if it was me, I was saying yesterday, if it was me, I'd be like, you go for them, mate. I don't want anything to do with you. But yeah, Kofi and AJ both. AJ? Seth? Both saying that they wanted the Beast, so he could pop up tonight. It's been a while since we've seen him on SmackDown, but gonna have to get used to it, because of course SmackDown moves over to Fox, and then it will become the A show. Hello to everyone in the chat. Shout out to KJ. Days, do you think R-Truth will successfully get to SmackDown with the 24/7 title, or will he lose it at Chuck E. Cheese? I don't know if you've seen, but R-Truth all day has been referring to it as the European Championship. You know, like how R-Truth gets confused very easily. Well, he's got confused very easily. He's been running around all day saying that he is the European champion. People, look, the title is already doing what it should be doing, and that is getting people talking. It's being used very well on social media. I've seen videos of Drake Maverick running around trying to find R-Truth. R-Truth saying that he was in hiding. And that he can't believe he is the European champion. So you've got all this fun stuff going on already with the title. Some people on Twitter, I can't remember who it was exactly, but I saw them saying, wouldn't it be fun if the title changed hands in like a table for three, or a drive along, a ride along, or, you know, some kind of WWE Total Bellas, some kind of WWE program that you just do not expect a title change on. And I agree. I think it'd be brilliant. This belt can change hands on pre-shows, post-shows. If they still had Talking Smack, it could change hands on that as well. So, yeah, there's a lot that I think is going to come out of this. I think most wrestling fans are on board with the idea. Certainly I am. I think it's a great idea. I just really hate the belt. Like many of you, I just really hate the belt. But other than that, I think it's fun. In answer to your question, what do I think is going to happen tonight? Who knows? Because anything can happen. But I honestly, if I was to put money down and I had to bet on something, I think Carmella takes it from R-Truth. Those two obviously have had their 7-second dance breaks together. They're very good friends. I could see R-Truth trusting Carmella, but Carmella betrays R-Truth. She wins the title, and then it can go through some of the women's division. It wouldn't surprise me if someone on 205 Live wins it, and then it appears on 205 Live. So I fully expect this to get passed around. I said in my video earlier, it might be a bit too soon for it to go to NXT and NXT UK. Perhaps it needs to just stick around Raw and SmackDown for, a few weeks. But I definitely think it'll be a part of the show tonight and potentially 205 Live as well. Days, can you please react to the R-Truth Drake Maverick thing? Well, sadly not, because I've already seen them. Did you say SmackDown is going to be the A show and presumably have the bigger storylines and appearances? Yeah, that's the rumour. The rumour is that when it moves over to Fox, then SmackDown will be seen as the A show. I think the money that Fox are paying for SmackDown is larger than what USA are paying for Raw. And up until this point, Raw has always been seen as the A show. But this Fox deal is important, very important. And the thing with Fox is they will bury SmackDown. If the ratings are not on the SmackDown, if the ratings don't work, they will just move it. They'll move the show to some kind of awful time slot. And then it's just going to be a nightmare. Like, do you imagine if it starts at 11 o'clock at night in America? I mean, that would mean that it starts at 4 a.m. here in the UK. I mean, it's got nightmare written all over it. They cannot afford for SmackDown to fail. So they're going to go all out. They really are going to go all out for it. Hey, Wrestling Days, I was at Monday Night Raw. Very cool, dude. Hope you had a great time. Days, I heard rumours that little Jimmy is looking for R-Truth. Very cool. Where is R-Truth? He is in hiding at the moment. There's been videos that he's been putting on his social media all day where he's just been trying to avoid people. And as we said, Drake Maverick's running around trying to find him as well. So it's very cool. That's big news. Other than when SmackDown Live debuted with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Raw has always been the top show. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't expect them to bail on Raw. Don't think that Raw's still not going to be seen as important. If anything, you're going to get two equal shows now. I think that's kind of how it's going to be viewed. Two equal shows. Whereas SmackDown has always been in Raw's shadow. But I really think they're going to go all out. That's why you've got this wild card rule. It's why potentially you got this 24/7 rule as well. And it's why I think Brock's got the briefcase so that he can go to both, to Raw and to SmackDown. But it all depends when he cashes in. I mean, obviously, it's still quite a long way till we get to that Fox deal. So, yeah, look, it is what it is. The big news as well is that Big E is back tonight. Big E returns. WWE confirming the news that Big E has recovered ahead of schedule. And he will be back. I doubt he'll be in, action. But then saying that, the New Day haven't really been in matches now. I mean, what with Kofi winning the title, the New Day have kind of been put on the back burner. I'm not expecting any heel turns or anything like that. I don't think Big E is strong enough, fit enough at the moment. I don't think he could potentially get physical and do, a heel turn justice right now. But I do think something's going to happen. Maybe not tonight, but certainly with the New Day. There's got to be frustrations growing because they're just not having matches. They're not in any feuds. I mean, if I was Xavier Woods, I'd be a little bit kind of down about it. I'm really pleased for my friend, but what's going on here? I mean, he's not part of any matches. He just tends to sit out back. There's a story there. There's definitely a story there if they want to tell it. Shout out to my friend Sebastian Gomez. Shout out to Sebastian Gomez. Days, do you think you could be the next European champion? Why not? That belt isn't in existence, so I think we're allowed to call ourselves the European champions. Why not? Who's going to stop us? To be honest, they always should have been equal. SmackDown, ironically, has had the better wrestling since the early noughties. I agree. Yep, completely agree, dude. Okay, Rachel, no problem. I haven't had chance to check through emails, but I've certainly heard that I've received a fair few today. I always wait for SmackDown to be done before sending anything out because it just doesn't make sense to go to the post office twice. I might as well send all of the Money in the Bank, all the Raw, all the SmackDown, any bits that had been left over from the week before. I get them done all in one go. So I will be doing that tomorrow or Thursday. So rumour is the next pay-per-view is Kofi versus Kevin versus Orton. That's interesting. I can't say I've heard that. Days, did you see my comment on the discussion? Yeah, we're gonna have a look at it. I mean, at the moment, there's been a lot of requests for the Brock cashing in. So that I would say is the topic right now, but really depends what goes down on SmackDown tonight. If something juicy happens tonight, then we're gonna have to talk about that. So depends what we get from SmackDown, to be honest. Days, did you like the Firefly Fun House yesterday? I can't say I did. There really wasn't much to talk about. I watched the video a couple of times today. I mean, the video is 50 odd seconds long, and within that 50 seconds, you've got a good few seconds that's the intro. And really, the only thing of note is the intro is a little bit longer. And there's a few more words to it, but not really anything I could find to really talk about or dissect. I had a look as well at the little shots that were used in between the cutscene things. We couldn't see anything there, so it really feels to me, and I could be wrong, but it feels to me like they didn't really have an episode this week, and they've just put this together. Maybe for whatever reason, they wanted to save the next episode. Perhaps it makes more sense if they air it next week. I really don't know. But this one felt like it was thrown together. There was very little new footage. So, yeah, disappointing. My opinion on the 24/7 title, the belt is awful, but it's going to be a great fun concept. I agree, Lee. I totally agree. It was a rehash from last week. Yeah, there really wasn't much new. As I said, you got a little bit more on the entrance. Was it like, throw your cares away, I think was the line. Throw your cares away. And then you had lots of kids that seemed happy, and then they started getting upset, and it had "let me in" written on their clothes or on their foreheads. And yeah, it was certainly dark. And the kids are certainly still involved, but I couldn't find anything to do a video on, which was really disappointing because they've been my favourite videos to do. But maybe this week they wanted people talking about the 24/7 title. Perhaps it was that. Perhaps the title, this 24/7 title, is such a big deal for them, this new championship, that they want people talking about that and not the Firefly Fun House. So that's why this thing was just thrown together. Maybe I'm wrong. Firefly theme uses we as opposed to I or me. Is this for a reason? Well, I think they always say which bit? Like the "we" bit, I should imagine, is in reference to Abby the Witch, Mercy the Buzzard, and Ramblin' Rabbit. Of course, you could read into that now that it might be Bray and that clown, his darkness. That could be the "we." I've spoke about it before, but Bray Wyatt actually sent a tweet out to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and in that message he said, super sorry for everything that I've done. If you're doing a Shield reunion, then we would like to be the third member. And I thought that was very interesting because obviously only one person can be the third member. So Bray very much implying that, him and his darkness are, one now. And he, I say one, but he still refers to them as separate. We, him and that clown thing. It's interesting. We've done a lot of videos on it. But yeah, sadly not much to talk about this week. Days will beat up R-Truth and win the 24/7 title. I will not do that. I will not do that. I have got a lot of respect for R-Truth. A fantastic wrestler. Puts on great matches, actually. Very underappreciated. We've seen some good stuff from him this year. Obviously, a United States Championship reign as well. But he is a good person to have that championship because he can make it fun. I hope he keeps it for a while, but honestly, he won't. He'll lose it today. I don't get the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Everything was good except for Brock Lesnar. Well, it's pretty straightforward in the sense of, and I said this yesterday, ratings are down. So if you're Vince McMahon and you're going to start Raw, do you want to start Raw with Andrade? Do you want to start Raw with Ali? Or do you want to start Raw with Brock Lesnar? You're probably going to want to start with Brock Lesnar. You're going to want all of the news outlets talking about the fact that Lesnar won Money in the Bank. Anything connected with Lesnar is going to generate press. It's going to generate interest. And there's kind of like two camps in the wrestling world. You've got the casual fans and the hardcore fans. I would say we're the hardcore fans. But you got to think about the casual fans. Infinity Ash, hello my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. The reason that I say you got to think about the casual fans, they're very important. Very important because if it was just the hardcore fans that were watching wrestling, the ratings would be even lower. There's not loads of hardcore fans. And obviously things aren't great at the moment, so they need all the casual fans that they can get. A casual fan is someone that will watch WrestleMania, maybe watch Money in the Bank, might tune into the odd show, the odd Raw, the odd Smackdown. If it's on, they'll watch it, but they don't really go out of their way to watch it. They don't buy the action figures or the t-shirts. They're people that just like flick through the channels. They're into basketball and other things. They're not really into wrestling that much. It's them. Those are the people that Vince McMahon wants to try and reach out to. And you do that by, having Brock Lesnar as the talking point for your show. So even though we don't like it, and even though a lot of us want to see Andrade or Ali or Ricochet winning Money in the Bank, I'd be lying if I said I didn't understand. I do understand. I don't know if I would be different if I was booking it, because you need those fans. You need those fans. So, and certainly what with that move to Fox coming up very soon. So it's all really, really interesting. Really interesting stuff. There's a lot of politics that goes on as to why people win matches and things. Who do you think will be the new 24/7 champion? I'm going with Carmella. Shout out to National Wrestling. Let's be honest, has very much got everyone talking with the Firefly Fun House. Brock Lesnar in that 24/7 bout. Might not agree, but people are talking. I agree with Lee. I completely agree with Lee Wilson. People are talking about the Firefly Fun House. They're talking about Brock Lesnar. They're talking about the 24/7 championship. That's what Vince wants. That's all Vince wants. He wants you watching the shows, talking about the shows. He wants you all over Twitter. He wants to be trending. He wants WWE and all of the press, and that's what he wants. And so a lot of the decisions are made for that reason. Matt Hardy with the 24/7 title would be great. I think he could tap into his V1 character. That would be cool. Does WWE consider to... Now, that's a really interesting question. WWE Lovers has hit on a very, very interesting point, and that is the 2 WrestleManias a year point, because the rumours have been, and I'm going back a while now, I'm going back about 12 months, but the rumours were that there were going to be 2 WrestleManias a year. They were going to do one at the start of the year and one towards the end of the year. Now, I don't know if that idea evolved and now we get like the Saudi shows and we get Super Showdown in Australia and things like that. It could be that that's what we've got instead. But I know there was definite talk of 2 WrestleManias, and even even that the one later in the year could potentially go international. So the one earlier in the year, that one you have going around America, like has always been the case, and Canada, or North America, I should say. And then the other one you can take around the world. And that one could go to England, it could go to Australia. And as I said, maybe we've seen that. Maybe that's what we're getting. I mean, we had Super Showdown in Australia at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground, which was a big show. It was a big, big show. But they didn't brand it as WrestleMania. But things change. Things evolve. So it could be that. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I gotta be honest, I've not heard any more on it, so I don't expect that to be a story going forward. I think that idea might be done and buried. But let's see. Let's see. Is Bray Wyatt actually trying to corrupt children? Could his first feud be centered around another superstar's kids? I don't think so. I don't think he's trying to corrupt children. I feel like I don't know why he's gone into this kids entertainer character. I don't know if they're just trying to make him super friendly, super like a mega face. Like, he is the nicest guy in the world. He is so nice. He is a kids entertainer. He's a kids children's presenter. And maybe they're just like pushing it to the extreme, because then the darkness, the clown, is just completely different. Maybe it's just because of that reason. I honestly don't think he's like the child snatcher or anything like that. I don't think he's going to be going after kids. I think he's just a super positive, friendly face now. And I think this is how they're trying to show that. This is how they're trying to get that across. I mean, I am so on board with it. I know you know that already, but I am absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's brilliant. Do you think Charlotte will interrupt Bayley's title celebration? Yeah, almost certainly. And potentially Becky as well. Becky's not going to be happy that she lost the title to Charlotte because Lacey got involved. And then, obviously, Charlotte's not going to be happy that Bayley cashed in. This could lead to a triple threat. I was thinking about this earlier. We could get Bayley versus Charlotte versus Becky. I think that'd be great. I'd be totally down for that. I think it'd be a brilliant match. Wheel of Fun is going to be in about half an hour time. It was great hearing you talk about the championship belts yesterday. I have a passion for them as well, and we could talk for 4 hours. We really could. We really could talk for a long, long time, because it really is one of the things that I'm most passionate about when it comes to wrestling, is the different championship belts. There was someone, I was talking about the 24/7 championship, and I've got no problem, right? No problem with people leaving comments. I love looking through them, and yeah, I love it. I encourage it. But someone left a comment on the video earlier who said, did you just use the word prestige? Why would a low-carder title for jobbers need any prestige? And honestly, I read it, and I just thought to myself, oh, you don't get it. You don't get it. Like, surely every title should feel prestigious. Every single title should feel prestigious, because you have got, it doesn't matter where they are on the card. Doesn't matter if they're jobbers, mid-carders, main eventers. It doesn't matter where they are on that spectrum. They are competing for that title they want. That title they, should be dreaming of owning that title. So, of course it has to have prestige. Of course it has to feel special. Of course it should be something desirable. And the point I was making was that the belt design of that belt does not make that belt feel prestigious. It doesn't make it feel special. Everyone jokes about how it looks like it's from a diner. Like, it's just like this. It looks like a clock from a diner, a 1930s diner. And I still struggle as to why anyone would want that belt. Not only does it look ugly, but you've got everyone after you. Like, you'd be like constantly on edge. I really do want WWE to tell us what the benefit of having that belt is. Do they get more money? Do they get any kind of opportunity? What is it? Well, really, what is it? Why? If I was a wrestler in WWE, I would want that belt once, and I would only want it once, so that it would go onto my Wikipedia page, and everyone could see that I was a former 24/7 champion. Did Days ever win the 24/7 champion? Yeah, he won it once. Ah, okay, cool. Right? I wouldn't want it again. I wouldn't go for it. The person could be sat next to me asleep with that belt, and I'd be like, nah, I don't want it. I've already had it once. I don't want it. I really want WWE to explain to me, why should any wrestler go after that title? I really want to know. Because it's fun. I'm into the idea. I just want that one thing answered, because I can't figure it out. I don't know why anyone would want it. Hello, Hockey and WWE Fan 87. Vegan says the Saudi events are basically a WrestleMania 2. You just don't have the match quality, matching the card, or the grandiose feel of WrestleMania. True, I mean, it is big stadium feel. You normally get a big stage. You normally get, big matches in the sense of we had DX against Brothers of Destruction. Of course, at this Saudi show, we're getting Goldberg Undertaker for the first time. I mean, that's a legit WrestleMania match. As well as that, Triple H, Randy Orton, legit WrestleMania match. And then it looks like we're going to be getting Seth versus Brock. Was a WrestleMania match. And then we're getting Shane against Roman again. These are WrestleMania matches. No shadow of a doubt. So, yeah, maybe it has just morphed into these Saudi things. Love the toy hunt videos. Thank you very much, my friend. I got to tell you guys, before I forget, if anyone's watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. I know I ask it a lot, but I think there's always new people that are joining us. So I always like to just mention it. If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe. And I am so excited. I mentioned it yesterday. My very first interview with a WWE Superstar should be on the channel tomorrow. It's been okayed. I've had the A-OK. I've had the big thumbs up from Vince McMahon. WWE have looked at it. They've said it's absolutely fine to show people. So it is going to go up tomorrow. That is, for me personally and the channel, huge. Huge. It is such a big video. So important. I'm really hoping that it does well. Because, if it does well, then potentially we can talk to other superstars. If it doesn't do that well, then, I don't know, I'm a little worried WWE might look at it and go, nah, hasn't worked, or, you know what I mean? So, I'm nervous. I don't even know if tomorrow is the right day. It'll probably go up kind of late afternoon here, so I think it'll be around about 5 o'clock here. I'd imagine that'll be about midday in America, because you guys are 5 hours behind. So, yeah, I'm nervous about it. I really hope it does well. If I knew of a way of helping it do well, then I would try and help it to do well. But I never do adverts and Google AdSense, and I never do it because I've never actually learned how to do it. So yeah, I would definitely push it as an ad and try and see if that would attract a few more people to the channel and increase its exposure and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I've never done that. I wouldn't know how to do that. So yeah, we'll have to see. But I'm nervous. Make sure that you check that video out because it really would make a big difference. Do you think any legends will go for the 24/7 title? Don't know, because defending it will be difficult, wouldn't it? I mean, they could do, but they would probably have to lose it the same night. I think WWE are going to want that title on house shows and things like that. So if The Undertaker wins it, you're not going to see it till WrestleMania next year. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like a legend might get it, but they would lose it on the same show. Do you have Instagram? Yes. Wrestling Days. It's just on there. Days, do you think Big E might turn heel? I do, but I don't think it's tonight. I don't expect him to get physical tonight. He's coming back tonight. But I don't think you're going to see him mixing it up. I think he's just coming back from injury. I think he's back just to really show support. Just to be, in the corner of Kofi, and they can do a bit of a celebration. Maybe Kevin Owens is going to gate crash that celebration, and Kevin Owens could go after Big E, and I don't know. I'm not expecting too much physicality. I could be wrong, but I'm not expecting it. What main event star will first hold 24/7 belt? Hard to say, innit? Hard to say. Honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like it's aimed at those main event talents. So, that was, again, what I don't understand, right, is you've got this new championship and you want to establish it as a big deal. Like, again, going back to that prestige thing, it should feel like a big deal. You've got all these people fighting over it. It's got to feel special. It's got to feel like a big deal. Where was AJ Styles? Where was Seth Rollins? Where was Brock Lesnar? Where was all of these big names? Where were they? The belt was just lying in the ring. Mick Foley left the belt in the ring. Anyone could get it. And then out come all these lower card talents. And no disrespect to them, because I love loads of them. I'm a big fan of their work. And so it's not about that, but it didn't make any sense. There's a couple of things that bothered me about that 24/7 thing. I would love to have seen AJ out there fighting for it, give it a bit of a prestige, just to start it off. But instead, you only had about 8 people out there. They said it was open to Smackdown, NXT UK, NXT, and all of this stuff. And then, there was about 8 people that came out. So, yeah, I was bemused as to why they didn't kind of make it feel a little bit bigger. Days, you should go to R-Truth's home and lay the smack down. Yeah, maybe bring the belt. Maybe I could bring the belt back to the UK, and then one of the NXT UK talents can get it from me. I mean, they wouldn't even have to beat me. I will literally hand it to them. I'll be like, look, I submit. Look, here we go. I'm tapping. Have the belt. There you go. Thanks for coming. Does R-Truth know he is champion? He believes he is the European champion. I don't think he knows he's the 24/7 champion. Is there an older superstar you think should retire soon? Dead weight. A dead weight. That's a hard question. I mean, I feel like The Undertaker should probably retire, because it's been a long time since I've seen a great Undertaker match, and he doesn't seem happy to me. He doesn't seem like he enjoys the matches. His match against John Cena was really short. I don't think his match against Rusev was that great. And then the DX Brothers of Destruction match, I think for what it was good. Considering, the average age of the competitors, I thought they gave you quite a lengthy match. If anything, it was too long. And they went all out for it. They really tried. But is it a match that people look back on and talk fondly about? Not really. I wouldn't say that Undertaker's dead weight, though. And it's really not for me to say that he needs to retire. But, yeah, I mean, that's the only name that comes to mind, really. I can't really think of anyone on the roster that needs to retire. I still feel like Randy Orton is good for the casual fans. I think Mickie James brings a lot of experience to help with the women's division. The women's division really needs those legends like Mickie James and Beth Phoenix and Natalia. They complement, your Sasha Banks, your Bayley, your Charlotte, your Becky Lynch, your Dana Brooks. So, yeah, I don't know. I honestly, there's not really a name that comes to mind. Days has taken inspiration and is letting his hair breathe. I am. I'll tell you why, right? It's because I did that video earlier, and a little secret, I don't really have an office, so I had to do it in front of a green screen. And what I have learned from videos in the past is if I actually wear a beanie hat whenever I'm doing a video that uses a green screen, for whatever reason, you can actually, I don't know if you can see through the hat, or if it's the hat messes up with the green screen stuff. I don't know, right? But what I do know is I've done videos where for some reason the hat goes invisible, or parts of the edges of the hat go invisible, and it looks stupid. Like, I've had to re-record videos because the hat like messes up with the green screen. So as soon as I knew that I was going to have to do that, I've sorted my hair out, and that's why I'm not wearing the hat. So boom, there we go. Ask the question, you'll get the answer. Hey Days, I think tonight's champions will be Lars, Dunn, Devlin, and Cole. Wow, I don't even think Pete Dunne and Jordan Devlin are over in the States, are they? They could be, but I've not heard that they are. And maybe they've brought up some NXT talent. They might have done that. There could have been someone on a plane today. But I think it's more likely that someone from 205 Live wins it, so that it can be on that show, rather than it going off to NXT. Days, who have you got? Pettis or Diaz? It's real close, dude. Real close. It's a great fight. I feel like Pettis. I don't know when Diaz last fought, so I'll go with Pettis. Days, Matt Hardy is trying to find R-Truth. It was posted on the YouTube channel. Cool. I hope he does. I think that could be fun. C Wrestling says, what is the meaning of life? And what planet do the aliens exist on? Big questions. Big questions. I do know the answers to both of those, but I think it's more important that you find the answers yourself, because really the joy is in the journey, C Wrestling, so I don't want to ruin that journey for you. Kevin will beat up Kofi and Big E, and then we'll turn heel. No, I'm not supposed to be. I have nothing to do. Hello, Harry X Potter. Hope you are well. Reward for the 24/7 should be if you hold it for a long time, you get different. That is brilliant. Wrestling fun. Let me shout out that full name, because that is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. See, I love you guys, because honestly, I say these things on Twitter and in videos, and I swear people struggle to understand what I'm saying, because I do get just some of the stupidest comments. But let me find who said that, because that is absolutely what I am talking about. Where has it gone? That comment has, like, disappeared. Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. So, Wrestling Fun with Father and Son says, the reward for the 24/7 championship should be that you get another title shot, a different title shot, if you hold it for so long. So, that would mean that if you hold it for a week, if you can successfully hold it for a week or 2 weeks, probably best to say a week at the moment, but a week, then you can go to Vince McMahon and get your title shot for, you know, whatever belt you want, basically. That would then explain why people want it. That makes more sense to me. Because at the moment, as I said, I'm really struggling as to why people would want to hold the belt. Ty Dillinger signed with AEW. Is that true? I mean, the way that you're telling me to check Twitter, I'm guessing it is true. I'm really pleased for him if it is true, because I was a little bit worried that he wouldn't, because they were saying that they didn't want Just anyone from WWE. Let's click on All Elite Wrestling. There's nothing on All Elite Wrestling. Oh, hang on. That was only 41 minutes ago. Justin Roberts being the Elite. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I can't see anything on AEW. Let's go to Dillinger. I believe you. But I'm just not seeing anything yet. Oh man, I can't find anything. Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger has announced his next career venture will be starting a wrestling school. Ty Dillinger are not capitalising on the perfect 10. No, I can't see anything at the moment. So if it is there, I am just the world's worst person at finding it. But that is not new news. I want to see Randy Orton RKO R-Truth. B-Team to win the 24/7 title. Could do. It's the poker video. Have they done some stupid video where I can't get answers straight away? Let's have a look. It's like some kind of James Bond theme thing. I'm being told that it's this. It's not got a very good... I sort of flipped it at the wrong side, but there we go. He's going to be in the Casino Battle Royal. Sean Spears, the brother of Britney Spears. Ty Dillinger. Boom. Well, I'm pleased for him. Ty and Tyler are starting... Oh, that is cool. Days, can you make a video on WWE products that WWE should make? I mean, I can think of quite a few, but the problem with doing that video is people will want to see what they would look like, which is totally understandable. So the editing of that would be a nightmare, because I would have to make images of the products before making that video. So I could see that taking a while. So not only have you got to think about the products, you've then got to make the images, do the video, edit it all in. I could see that taking a while. It's a good idea, and I'm not ruling it out, but I'm just saying that's my initial thought, is that that might be a hard video to make. And at the moment, I am totally focused on tomorrow. Tomorrow is huge. As I was saying earlier, first interview with a WWE Superstar drops on the channel tomorrow. My interview with Cesaro. 3 matches announced for SmackDown. Carmella versus Mandy. That's cool. Kofi versus Zayn. Flair and Evans. I like them as a team. Versus Bayley and Lynch. I thought you'd put Becky and Lynch. Becky and Lynch. I thought she was having some kind of Firefly Fun House personality problem. Very cool. I hope Slam Master Jay becomes 24/7 champion. Yes. Days, are you streaming Double or Nothing? Yes, we will be here during Double or Nothing. Is he really Britney Spears' brother? No, I lied. But his name is Sean Spears on that. Hello. Is that XJ or is it X14? I'm going to go with XJ. XJ4 Son XE. Hello. Hussein the Rex, hello to you as well. Who will win the largest battle royal? Well, we don't actually know who's in the largest battle royal. I feel like it's going to need to be a solid... it could be someone like... Well, I don't know. Look, it's in Saudi Arabia. So it needs to be someone that the Saudi Arabian crowd are going to kind of connect with. So I don't think it's going to be like Mojo Rawley. It's going to have to be someone that's quite impressive. Let's go with Lars. I'm going to say Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan will win the Battle Royal. What are they doing with Liv Morgan? She was drafted to SmackDown Live. I honestly don't think it was about Liv Morgan. I think they just don't have a need for a women's faction. I don't think there's a need for the Riot Squad. 3 women, they're not really doing anything. So it makes more sense to have, say, Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan maybe as a tag team. Or you could always use them as 2 single stars. But I think you take Liv Morgan out, put her on a different brand. I don't think it's about Liv Morgan. I think it's about Sarah Logan and Ruby Riott. Goldberg or Undertaker, it's a hard choice. I agree. I'm still torn on it as well. Will Brock cash in Saudi Arabia to get big numbers? Well, the rumour is that match is already happening, so I don't think he's going to cash in because I've seen graphics suggesting that Seth versus Brock is happening in Saudi Arabia. Brock is going to Saudi Arabia and he would only go for a title match. So I don't know what happens, or is he going to cash in and say I want my match at Saudi Arabia? But that would seem stupid, a stupid thing to do. Maybe the briefcase could be on the line. That would be interesting. So Seth versus Brock. If Brock wins, he becomes champ. If Seth wins, then Brock loses the briefcase. Because the problem that Seth has got isn't the fact he's got to have a match with Brock. He's even said, let's do it now. So Seth isn't worried about a match with Brock. He's worried about being cashed in on. He's worried about Brock doing it at the opportune moment, So maybe that would make sense from a booking point of view. Seth versus Brock, title versus briefcase. I don't know why Brock would agree to that, though. Why would Brock agree to it? It's tricky. It's a tricky one to get into, that. Lars versus Braun at SummerSlam. Maybe. Do you think they will ever have another big pay-per-view in the UK? Yes, I do. I don't know when, but I do think they will do another one. Whatever happened to the women's tag team titles? The Iconics have got them. We saw them yesterday. The Iconics had the belts on Raw, and they are SmackDown Superstars, so I'm sure we will see them tonight. And I love the Iconics. I'm a big fan. I think that they... the problem is that when the spotlight is on them, they don't do that well, in the sense of when they're walking to the ring, that's their big moment to shine. When they're walking to the ring and they're talking, that is their moment to shine, and it's just not working. I don't know if it's scripted or what the problem is, but when they're backstage, when they're talking to like Kathy Kelly, it's hilarious. It's brilliant. It's great. Like, there was a video of them running around backstage showing everyone the women's tag titles. They'd just won them, and they were going up to different superstars asking what did they think. And it was really fun. And then, they walk out into the arena doing their little talking bit at the start of their entrance, and even I'm sat there going, this is dull. I don't like this. I feel like it's scripted. I feel like WWE are just giving them bad material, because backstage they're brilliant. So I like Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. I think they are a fun comedy act, and that's exactly what the women's division needs. I mean, really, other than the Iconics, what other comedy female act is there? I can't think of one. Legit, I can't think of one. Days, if someone wins the 24/7 title, he should get a number 1 contenders match with the old champion of the belt that they will face 4. How is that? I think that's too confusing, dude. Because that title is going to change hands a lot. So, if you win the belt, I don't think you can get a number 1 contenders match, because that would mean, like, Robert Roode would get a number 1 contenders match, R-Truth would get a number 1 contenders match, Titus O'Neil would get a number 1 contenders match, and that was just the first day. Then who knows what's going to happen tonight. So I like your thinking. I like how you're trying to make the belt mean more. But I think that would be a difficult one to do. Hello to Damn Filthy. Hope you are well. Do they sell Bootios anywhere in Birmingham? Not that I know of. Do you mean the actual cereal? I believe that was an FYE exclusive. So, no, we don't have FYE in the UK. And I think they're even closing in America. John Moxley to become 24/7 champ. Yes. That's why he left. I heard he wanted to be the first 24/7 champ, but Vince was adamant it had to be Titus O'Neil, so that's why Dean Ambrose left. Hi, Days. The rumour is that Vince didn't like the 24/7 title, but Triple H said, trust me, so Vince has, but apparently Vince said if it does not work, it's on your head. Well, look, I think it's going to work. I think it will work, the 24/7 title. I just hate the design. But the idea of it, what we're seeing on social media, what we're seeing at house shows and all of that, I think will work. Honestly, I've not had anyone say yet that they've not liked it. So, I think it's absolutely fine. I just think the title looks like trash. Is Bray the most creative superstar ever? No. I don't believe he's the most creative superstar ever. I mean, The Undertaker has had to reinvent himself over, since 1990. I would say that took a lot more work than the Firefly Fun House. I would say the Firefly Fun House is some of the best vignettes we've ever had. Maybe the best. Like, honestly, I'm struggling to tell you something that's better. I'd be looking at early Bray promos. I'd be looking at the Mr. Perfect ones were good. $1 Million Man did some good ones. I don't know. Outside of that, honestly, I think it's got to be the Firefly Fun House. Hello, Dat King, who plays and likes WD. The 24/7 title looks like it was made in 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Days, do you think WWE should just end the brand split? Don't know. Maybe. I mean, the wildcard thing has made things very messy. So, yeah, maybe. Is Alexa Bliss injured or not? She is not cleared, as far as I know. She was used in that match, but she never competed. So I think they're optimistic that she will be back soon. I don't think she's going to be out for good. But yeah, she's not competing in matches at the moment. The old champ of the championship, they will face... I still think that's too confused. Should WWE have weight divisions? Yes. Yes. Something I've mentioned before. They absolutely should have weight divisions. Yeah, they should. And rankings. I really feel like we should know. I've said this before. We should know who, if you've got a middleweight division, okay? So you've got a middleweight division and your champion is, say, Finn Balor, all right? You should know who is the 5 ranked people underneath. And then you could have a match tonight. So you could have number 5 versus number 1 in the rankings. And the winner gets to keep that number 1 position. And then as we get towards the pay-per-view, whoever is in that number 1 position, they get the shot at the title. That means that the wins and losses matter. And also you can literally see where everyone ranks. And then you can see, matches would make more sense. And I'm totally on board with it. I feel like UFC took a lot from WWE. What a lot of people don't know with the UFC is they were almost done. UFC were almost bankrupt. They were almost finished. Shane McMahon said to Vince McMahon, we should buy the UFC. And Vince didn't want it. So how incredible is that? WWE could be owning UFC right now. I don't think they would have done as good a job. I don't think it would be where it is had WWE have bought it. But yeah, they could have got it. Shane wanted it. And it was struggling. And what UFC did was they started to bring in some WWE elements. They brought in the entrance music. They brought in a little bit more rivalry. They brought in, like, you know, the whole promos and the really trying to build up the fights. So it wasn't just, right, this guy versus this guy fight. Now you've got the press conferences. You've got all of this build. You've got all of this rivalry, this hatred. It makes you want to watch the match. So UFC took all of that from WWE, right? And then they built it, and now it's this massive success. So why don't WWE take the good things from the UFC? And that is the weight divisions, the rankings, you know, all of this stuff. It means that every fight matters. Every fight in the UFC matters because it's all to do with the rankings and who's going to get the next title opportunity and all stuff like that. I couldn't stress it enough. I really feel, not loads of weight divisions. I think you can have your cruiserweights. I think you can have your middleweights. And then I think you can have your heavyweights or something along those lines. Yeah, mix it up, man. Mix it up. Let's get rid of the United States Championship. We don't need it. Intercontinental Championship. I don't think we need it. I think we go after weight divisions. I'd be totally on board with that. I think that's brilliant. It is Wheel of Fun time. UFC would have capitulated. That is such a good word. Not a word I use all that often. Capitulated. Right. Let's add in championship. I tell you what, I mean, I've got things written down here that I wanted to talk about, and again, we've just waffled. It's what I do best. I love chatting with you guys. Ask some good questions, and we throw some theories around, and I see people kind of expanding on things in the chat as well. I think it's why we just have a good time. Just throw around. We just chat about wrestling. Just wrestling fans, aren't we? Right. Boom. I tell you what we are fans of. Wheel of Funs. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Voice is a little bit wobbly, I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously we had a big Money in the Bank, and then we did 4-hour Raw stream, so kind of feeling it a little, but here we go. Eyes on the prize. Wheel, looking lovely, by the way. Yeah, just got to get the old compliment in there. Here we go. Yes. I was a little bit overconfident then. It seemed to be moving quite a bit when it went onto the forfeit, and I was like, yes. And then it slowed, and I was like, I thought I might have celebrated too soon. But I didn't, and it has landed on Slam Attack. So we're going to give away some Slam Attack cards. We're giving away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. Not 1 pack, not 2 packs, it's 3 packs. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. So we've got some cards in there for you to enjoy. Make sure that you hit that subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As we said, we have got Double or Nothing coming up, so we're going to be back for that. And as well as that, we've got that interview with Cesaro tomorrow. And don't think that I am here making out that I'm interviewing Cesaro and it's going to be me in a wig or something, right? I'm not going to be dressed up as the Swiss Cyborg standing next to myself. This isn't some kind of, like, skit. This is me and the actual real Cesaro having a chat for about 3.5 minutes. And we talk about Sheamus. We talk about the bar and what he thought his biggest moment was. We talk about what he wants to achieve now that he is a singles competitor. We talk about action figures. There's quite a lot that we go through within that time. And I feel like I could have asked more. He was amazing. He would have answered more. But to be honest, it was right at the very end of him doing a 2-hour sign-in session. Then we did a little toy hunt thing. And then we did the interview. So I kind of felt like I asked all the big questions that I wanted to ask. And I thought, you know what? Done. I got what I wanted. I think the interview's great. Done. So that will be dropping on the channel tomorrow. I am so excited. And you should be excited as well. And I'll tell you why. Because we're going to give them 3 packs of Slam Attacks away to the 27th person that gives me the word Swiss. 27th person that gives me the word Swiss. Swiss as in the Swiss Superman. The Swiss Cyborg. Swiss cheese. Cheese. What is your least favourite Jax figure? Don't know, there's loads. There's too many. I really wasn't a fan of the Jax range. I think the first one that jumps to mind is the Royal Rumble Mark Henry, where he's literally just in his pants. He's just in these black pants. And he didn't even wear that at the Royal Rumble. It's as if they forgot to put his ring attire on him. We've done lots of videos on those kinds of things, but that's the first one that comes to mind. It's got to be one of the worst. Right, here we go. So, here we go. Everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well done, Brian G. Brian G is the winner this time. Brian G wins 3 packs of Slam Attacks. Well done, Brian G. 3 packs of Slam Attacks on their way to Brian G. Well done, dude. Right, we are getting ever closer. We're only 3 minutes away. I wanted to talk about Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. I thought it was very interesting how Sonya was like really trying to help out Mandy. I don't know if what that's going to lead to. Like, are they just good friends? Are they like? Did we find out why Sonya gave up that spot? I mean, wasn't there meant to be a match between them? And Sonya was like, nah, you go. You have it. It's your opportunity. I can't quite figure out why Sonya is so desperate for Mandy to succeed. Because they hated each other not long ago. It just kind of feels a little bit messy. I'm kind of into it. I feel like there's a story there. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what happens with that. You know, is Sonya going to feel betrayed or something? You know, like Sonya now gave up her spot in the ladder match, even carried Mandy up the ladder, and Mandy still couldn't get the job done. So are we going to start to see the cracks reappear again? I really like Sonya Deville. I think she's a great talent. You know, she's got an MMA background. I think she's legit. I think they're not using her right. I think that she should be quite devastating in the ring. I think if she was to have matches against like Dana Brooke and, you know, Mickie James, she should be burying a few people, kind of getting the better of them. I really like Sonya Deville. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they've got planned. She was arguing with Zelina Vega, wasn't she? So I kind of half expect a Sonya Deville Zelina Vega match because they were really going at each other on the kickoff show, the Money in the Bank kickoff show. So perhaps we'll get some fallout on that this evening. R-Truth is coming to SmackDown. Yes. No, there is no side plates. Well, the side plates, but there's no like pattern on them or anything. They're not going to change the side plates for the Superstars because that belt's going to change so regular. So it's kind of crazy they didn't decorate the side plates a little bit better. They're very plain. But then saying that, the whole belt design, as we've covered it now. We've definitely covered it. We're not fans, and let's leave it at that. When Mick Foley arrived, Titus looked at the belt and forgot to cover it back up. Do you think that was on purpose? No, I don't think it was on purpose. I just think that they botched it. I mean, you couldn't see it. You saw it was a green belt, and if anything, kind of worked because everyone then, myself included, was convinced it was going to be a Saudi Arabia belt. I was convinced it was going to be a Saudi Arabia belt anyway, but then as soon as we saw the green strap, it was like, confirmed, it's for Saudi Arabia. And then it turns out it wasn't. They're doing a good job of keeping things quiet. No one knew that belt was coming, and then when it came, no one really knew what it was. And then no one knew that Brock Lesnar was going to be getting involved. So they're doing a really good job of cutting out like the leaks. Because all of this stuff would have leaked not that long ago. But it doesn't leak anymore. So they've done well. Right, it is time. We are going over to the show. Big E is back this week, as we've said. How many times do you think there? That's a really fun question. How many times will the title change hands tonight? I think it'll change hands 3 times again. I'm going to say 3. Let me know in the chat, how many times will it change hands? We're starting with Shane backstage. Elias is here. So Elias is apologising to Shane. Elias says that he thought the crowd were going to give him a standing ovation. It's all backstage, this. It's a good way to start the show. The bell rings somehow. So Elias says he's going to be in the corner of Shane. So it's Roman Elias again tonight. Okay, so we've got Roman and Elias tonight. Wow, that woman is jumping around in the crowd. I've never seen a more excited person in my life. She is absolutely loving it. Right, Xavier and Kofi are coming out. Xavier. I'm keeping an eye. Where is he? So Kofi versus Sami Zayn. So Kofi saying tonight's a very special night. I think so, RC would. Big E. Yes, RC Wood, I did. Xavier going back. He's under a black cloth. What is he wearing? Who's that? Who is that? That's not Big E. Yeah, Kofi is like, who are you? Who is it? That is not Big E. The drapery. The curtain. Fun. Fun little opening. He's gone, by the way, whoever that was. We still don't know who it was. Big E. We get the usual intro. Don't you dare be sour. Where is he? Still waiting. There he is! Yeah! Big E is here! Big E is here! His knee is all covered up. So he's got a knee support on. Kind of very similar to what you see from Tommaso Ciampa was wearing, something similar. But yeah, he's got this knee support on. He's still dancing around and gyrating. Welcome back, Big E. Look at that staging. There's presents in the ring, boxes. There's a big banner along the front of the ring. It says, welcome back, Big E. There's pancakes on the corners of the rings. They're chucking them out into the crowd. It's a real celebration. It's a real celebration. He was literally... literally... Oh. Good to have him back. I still don't think he's turning heel. Well, not yet, anyway. Big E will attack. I don't think so. It'll be a major moment if he does. I'm not expecting it. People are chanting for him. He says, let me smell you. He's smelling Xavier Woods. There we go. So he's still not medically cleared. Big E seems off. They're talking about Becky's mom. They're talking about how fine Becky Lynch's mom is. Thank you, Dylan Driscoll. Really appreciate the support, my friend. It's a fun little opening, this. Big E talking about Becky's mom is legit a highlight of the show. A show that's 8 minutes long so far. WWE You KO'd KO. Why did Brock Lesnar win Money in the Bank? We've kind of covered it. It's basically for ratings. Right, KO's on his way out. Here comes Big O. Is the poll up? Sorry, I missed it. Here we go, guys. Poll, who should be the tag champs? Ooh. 33 votes! 33 votes! That is amazing. Sami Zayn on his way out as well. Here comes Sami Zayn. Dun, 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 dun. So, all of the New Day are in the ring. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on the entrance ramp. What is... Big E is eating the wrapping off one of the presents. Don't know why. How often do you do this? We're here for every Raw, every Smackdown, every pay-per-view. We do it on quite a regular basis. And we're back for AEW this weekend as well. We've got you the same thing that Kevin Owens got at Money in the Bank. Nothing. Nothing. Tell you what, you need to see the face on Kevin Owens. He is not impressed. He is not a happy boy. In fact, I don't even think he's going to talk. He's just walking away. KO just walking away. Love how Sami is talking into the two microphones. He's got his, and Kevin Owens has just given in his. So he's here, like, talking into both. Sami 2 mics. We've got Becky 2 belts and Sami 2 mics. Sami 2 mics. Yes. Big E telling Sami Zayn, cut that out. He started doing a few little hip swizzles. Big E is going to attack the New Day. I don't think he will. I gotta be honest, this is dragging a little now. Days, my theory is, let's say Finn loses the IC belt to Bobby, then R-Truth says he cashes in, then Finn, and he will have a #1 contenders match. Get it? No, I still think it's too much work, dude. You can't... Not everyone that holds that 24/7 belt is going to get a #1 contenders match. It would be too much. You'd already have 3 people that would have to compete in #1 contenders matches. So, Sami talking trash to Kofi. Why is it with this wildcard rule, it's always the same 4 or 5 people? Yeah, they should mix it up a bit. They should mix it up a bit. Kofi says he's going to go through Sami Zayn. There were some fun elements to this opening, but it really outstayed its welcome. It really outstayed its welcome. I just saw an exclusive WWE video of Matt Hardy trying to find R-Truth. Yes. Days, how about if R-Truth holds the title for a week, WWE has to give him a new model title. What, his own championship? Bayley and Becky versus Charlotte and Lacey. Definitely down for that. That means Lacey is a wild card. Here we go, look. Carmella looking for R-Truth. We've got Drake Maverick looking for R-Truth as well. Apollo Crews wants R-Truth. Someone in a wig. Yes, here he is, look, in a wig. My prediction was that Carmella was going to beat him. Boo! Is Carmella going to beat him? Well done to Becky, 2 belts. R-Truth asking Carmella for help. There we go. It looks like Carmella is going to help R-Truth, but I think she will turn on him later. Right, Ali is making his way out. I'ma go hard. I'ma. Ali. Woo! Ali versus Andrade. What have we done to deserve this? Ali versus Andrade. Yes. Yes. Oh, I am here for that. I mean, I'm here for all of it anyway, but I am especially here for that. Days, what if someone holds it for 1 month? Yeah, I think if they hold it for a month, they should definitely get a #1 contenders match. That makes more sense. But honestly, I don't expect R-Truth to have it by the end of tonight. I love that WWE has a woman as the dominant helping the man. I never really saw it that way, but yeah, that's cool. I also think that woman is going to take advantage of that man. And I think she will end up pinning him. Right, well, look, we're going to commercial break, so we can kind of do a bit of a review of that first bit. And honestly, I thought there was a few fun moments. I really liked it when they brought that guy out and it wasn't Big E. I thought that was interesting. And then there was some nice little interactions. Loved the ring decorations. Thought they looked really cool. Kevin Owens coming out was fine. Sami Zayn coming out was fine. But honestly, it went too long. Like, I mean, we're 18 minutes in to SmackDown Live. And really, we've achieved nothing. It's just, we've killed a bit of time. Big E's come back. There's been a bit of a celebration. But that was interrupted. And I don't know, I feel like they could have done something that would have been a little bit more noteworthy, would have got us talking a little bit more. There's really not much to talk about. It's just been, the show just started, and Big E is back. I mean, I am looking forward to Ali versus Andrade. I think some of the matches they've got planned is fine. I do like the R-Truth 24/7 thing. I'm interested in that. So, you know, there's bits on this show that I'm into, but yeah, 20 minutes in, average. If that. If that. Days, are you going to look for the 24/7 title when WWE is back in the UK? No, I am not, because you have to be on the Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, or 205 live rosters, and I am not on any, so I sadly cannot win that championship. Days, are you watching WWE right now? Yes. Well, no, not right now. It's commercials right now. But yes, it is SmackDown. Ali versus Andrade versus Finn at Super Showdown. Well, the rumour is it's going to be Finn versus Andrade. No news of Ali being involved in that match, but he might get involved in that match. Will Kofi have a new rivalry by the end of the show? No. Again, I think we're going to get Kevin Owens versus Kofi at Super Showdown. So, Super Showdown's only a couple of weeks away, so I don't see any change over the next couple of weeks. We're just going to continue building towards that Super Showdown show. 18 minutes! That's like 22 24/7 matches. That's true. On paper, it said R-Truth wanted. Did you notice? Yeah, that's because it's Drake Maverick putting the signs up. Drake Maverick made those posters, and he wants to find R-Truth, so they are wanted posters for R-Truth that Drake Maverick has made. Days, it was at Raw yesterday. What did you think of it? Well, we've spoke about it at length. There's a video on the channel, dude. We break down some of the opportunities that they can use for the belt, but the idea is great. The belt is not great. It's awful. Technically, won't Becky be a wild card too, since she lost the SmackDown Women's title? Maybe, but isn't she a SmackDown Superstar? I think she's a SmackDown Superstar that won the Raw belt, and I don't think she was drafted because she had both belts. So, I think she's actually a SmackDown Superstar holding a Raw Championship. So, I don't know if she counts towards the wild card or not. Not that it really matters. We need Wrestling Days merchandise. Wow, there should be a t-shirt coming soon. I keep saying it, but there should be. In fact, I know there is. Let's put it that way. But I just don't know when it's going to be ready, because I'm not in control of anything. Right, Andrade is in the ring with Zelina Vega. There we go. Finn Balor versus Andrade. Of course, Finn will be the Demon at Super Showdown as well. Intercontinental Championship match. And I am looking forward to this little encounter. Big fan of Andrade. AEW is better than WWE already. Well, we don't know yet. We need to see what that first event is like. I think they will get a lot right. Who is your favourite WWE superstar? Of all time, it would be Undertaker. Right now, Bray Wyatt. Do you think Andrade will beat the Demon? No. No, I don't think so. I think the Demon is something special that should be protected. And I think the only thing that beats the Demon should be that crazy clown thing that Bray Wyatt's got. We just had a little bit of Tranquilo there. Zelina Vega and Andrade. Zelina Vega has been so good for Andrade's career. Like, before she joined up with Andrade, he was really struggling down in NXT. And then she came along and, man, he's just... He won the NXT Championship. He got brought up to the main roster. He's getting all of these opportunities. She's been brilliant for him. Are Ali and Andrade too small in stature for the main event picture? No. No, I don't think size should matter. We've seen that with Daniel Bryan, one of the most popular superstars. He's very small. Rey Mysterio, of course, a very small superstar. Eddie Guerrero wasn't that big. Ali with a Hurricanrana, I believe. On Andrade. You know this is going to be a great match. Just having a look at this. Lands on his feet. Reverse Rana. An inverted Frankensteiner. It's a reverse Rana. Back elbow by Ali. He's on the second rope. He's looking for a springboard crossbody, but he gets drop kicked midair by Andrade. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Oh, just as we go to commercial break. Stupid commercials. Robert Lopez, did I get your email? I don't know, dude. I've had a lot of emails. Let me have a look. Yes, I did. That drop kick, yeah, it was beautiful, wasn't it? Mid-air, Ali got drop kicked mid-air. These two are going to give you spots like that. This match is going to be a great, great match. This kind of match, this is what I'm saying. This is, for me, there should be like a cruiserweight title that's not just buried on 205 Live. Like, this is where the weight divisions come in. They should be competing for whatever championship is in their weight class. Say it is Cruiserweight Championship. I think 205 Live actually does the Cruiserweight division a disservice. It gives them a spotlight to perform on, but you've got all these great Cruiserweights that can't compete for the title because they're not on 205 Live. Like Andrade is having to compete for Intercontinental or WWE. And he's capable of winning either, but I just think there's more of an argument for weight divisions. I hope they treat Matt Riddle legit when he gets called up. I do as well. He's desperate to retire Brock Lesnar. And I think that's a match that we could get because Brock Lesnar's obviously going to be around for a while. Looks like he's going to be around for the next few years. Matt Riddle hopefully gets called up at some point next year. He just needs to keep banging that drum. Every interview, he needs to just keep mentioning it. He wants to retire Brock Lesnar. We as fans need to keep talking about it. It's a match I would love to see. Brock Lesnar versus Matt Riddle. I feel like Matt Riddle might get destroyed, though. That's the only problem. Thank you very much, Hockey and WWE Fan 87. The 24/7 Championship looks like the big green belt that Bob Backlund had. Kind of. In the sense of the main plate is circle and the strap is green. That's the only similarity, really. Everything else is different. Like, the strap on the big green was much thicker than this one. Plus, also, you had all the previous winners on the big green belt. Plus, the big green, I think, was just gold, whereas this one's got, like, a couple of colours in there. And obviously, big green didn't say big green in the middle of it, or world champion in big letters. And also, big green didn't look like a clock. I've got to admit, though, big green was still a pretty ugly belt. So, yeah, it's similar. I agree with you, it is similar. But far from identical. They should only have 2 commercials. Wow. This is how they make their money, isn't it? This is how they can afford NXT and all that. Because NXT apparently doesn't make money. NXT loses money, so they have to make money somewhere to pay for NXT. Satellite DDT by Andrade. We're going right back to the action. Red hot stuff. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe. It'd be really cool if we could sneak up to that 138. I don't think we'll do it on this stream, but could we sneak up to it? We've already snuck up a little during the stream. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Over the top goes Ali. He comes crashing down on Andrade. This match, every bit as exciting as what we hoped it would be. Zelina Vega watching on at ringside. You know that she's going to get involved if she could. She likes delivering little hurricanranas, doesn't she, on the outside? Just showing Ali coming crashing down on top of Andrade. Do you have a favourite NXT superstar? A favourite? I don't know. I feel like Pete Dunne. Does he count? Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I like that Eric Bugenhagen. I don't know his surname, but he's the guy that like plays air guitar. Have you seen him? He is so much fun. He is awesome. Johnny, I love Velveteen Dream. Io Shirai. I am a huge Io Shirai fan. I was a big fan of her before she came to WWE. In fact, I mentioned her in a video well over a year ago. Up to 6. Ali on the outside. I think he will get back in, and he does. Andrade comes over, stomping on the back of Ali. I have a pay-per-view idea. The name is To The Death. The main event will be a 15-minute ladder match for the WWE title, and the first match will be a 20-man fight around the arena. That could be fun. 15 minutes isn't very long, though, for a match. A lot of main event matches go 20 minutes plus anyway. Andrade going out the ring. I think Andrade will get the victory here as we build him up towards his match against Finn Balor. Andrade throwing Ali into the barricade. Rolls into the ring to break the ref's count. Goes after, slap across the chest to Ali. He's got Ali. What's he going to do with him? He's got him up, drives him into the ring post. Ali collapsing down, holding his back. Andrade is the future. Wow! Into the timekeeper's area. He didn't throw him into the barricade. He picked him up, hurled him into the timekeeper's zone. Wow, how awesome is that? Ali is down and he might not be getting back into the ring from this one, let me tell you. Ali in a whole world of pain there. He's crawling over. 7. 8. Ali is close. 9. He's close. Ah, he gets in. The ref was like, oh, it was that close. Zelina Vega can't believe it. She's screaming at Andrade. So Ali slumped in the corner. This has been a great match. Oh. Andrade has turned Ali face first. Oh, into the turnbuckle. Double knees. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Ali. I've got to be honest, the commentators are doing a bit of a rubbish job here. Like, they're not losing their minds at the fact that Ali is, constantly on the verge of defeat, but just finding a way of getting through. Instead, you got Byron Saxton saying, I'm in shock. Small package! Ali! Wow, that was a surprise. Ali with a little roll-up. Out of nowhere, steals it. And that does nothing to help build up the Saudi Arabia match. I'm amazed that they've gone in that direction. Why would they have Ali get the victory there? What's the benefit in that? Interesting. Don't know why they did it. Roman versus Elias. We've got that tonight. Bayley and Becky, the both of the champions, taking on Charlotte and Lacey. Bayley and Becky, the two Bs. Here we go, look. Carmella. There we go. Look, Carmella has made R-Truth look like Carmella. What is missing? He says he feels like something is missing. A bra? R-Truth says he needs help. Look at the size of that bra. Mandy. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, look at Mandy Rose's jacket. That is nice. She's got a very fancy jacket on. It's the kind of jacket you would imagine Tatanka wearing. Mandy Rose is coming out wearing Tatanka's jacket. Yay! Dun 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 dun. Mandy Rose channeling her inner Tatanka. Love it. What's happened to Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy? Well, we saw Buddy Murphy yesterday during that. I think it was like backstage. Was it during the 24/7 thing? Can't remember, but we definitely saw him. And Aleister Black, we've been getting some of those horrible, horrible promos. I'm sure we'll get another one. They are dull. They are so dull. They really don't capture what that character should be. I really think that character should be like dark and mysterious, but they don't want to do it because of the Firefly Fun House stuff. I'm lifeguarding, so we'll miss Double or Nothing, but can't wait to get home and watch it. Just need to avoid spoilers. Yeah, it should be a good show. I am excited for it, but I don't know, there's something about it. I don't feel like I'm going to see something that's going to change the wrestling business. I could be wrong. I mean, I feel like there needs to be a surprise. There needs to be a CM Punk or John Moxley or something. We need a big talking point, and I don't know if we're going to get it. I feel like Jericho against Kenny Omega is going to be great. You know, I mean, the matches, I think the match quality, I think the presentation, I think a lot of AEW is going to be really strong. But is it going to have that big talking point? Is it going to have that big moment? I really hope so. I really hope so. WrestleMania 18 saw everyone fight all night for the hardcore title. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of thing I think you're going to see on a regular basis now, to be honest. We're at commercial break. When we go back, we've got Mandy. Sonya Deville by her side. I don't know who she's taking on, actually. I didn't see who she was taking on. Who won, Almas or Ali? It was Ali with a little quick roll-up. It's a little small package. A little thing out of nowhere, and it is what it is. The match doesn't really matter. I mean, who cares? It was a good match, though. I was definitely entertained. Days, what happened to Rusev and Shinsuke? I think they're wondering that as well. There's creatively just been nothing for them. I'm not hoping to have the money to buy Double or Nothing because right, cool. Well, make sure you join us here because we'll be reporting everything that happens, giving you live information, analysis, thoughts. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's what, 3 days away? Not long. Not long. AEW does not have great in-ring technicians like Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin, or Big Show. Very true. Very true. A lot of people are pinning their hopes on Kenny Omega, and that's dangerous. Kenny Omega is not the best in the world. We all know that is Shane McMahon, so they're going to struggle. They don't have Shane. Did you know Roman Reigns is nominated for the 2019 MTV Movie and TV Awards for Best Real Life Hero? What is that? What is that? How is Roman Reigns Best Real Life Hero? Is it because of his cancer thing? I don't know. I feel like there's people that go through that every day. Maybe he's like a high profile person or something. I don't know. I don't like it when they give out those kinds of awards. I gotta be honest. I feel like Roman, if you want to give Roman an award for his charity work, or you want to give Roman an award for his wrestling or whatever, but man, there's people that are going through that all the time. Why does Roman get an award for it? Again, maybe it's because he put a spotlight on it. Maybe he gave hope to people, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is value in giving him an award. I don't know. Let me know what you think on that one. Do you like Grimm's Toy Show? Yeah, I do. I am a fan. I don't watch the wrestling. I don't watch GTS. I only tend to watch his wrestling figure videos, but I am a fan. A little video package on Lars Sullivan. Mandy Rose is in the ring. Sonya Deville cheering her on. It's Carmella. Is R-Truth going to come out instead? That would be fun. Why is he wearing the belt? How is he trying to convince people that he is Carmella by coming out with Carmella and wearing the 24/7 belt? This makes no sense. Carmella. Yeah, Corey Graves is saying what I'm saying. He's still wearing the 24/7 championship. I'm surprised R-Truth got in the stadium in just a wig and change of clothes. I mean, it's not great for Carmella's confidence, is it? If people can look at R-Truth in a wig and a Carmella shirt and think it's Carmella. Like, R-Truth is like a 40-year-old man. That can't be a good feeling for Carmella. So, Carmella calling Mandy Rose to get back into the ring. It's part of his comedy gimmick. Hey, I'm all for comedy gimmicks. Sonya Deville gets dragged into the ring by Carmella. Carmella firing off some shots on Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville rolls out the ring. Distraction though. Mandy Rose. Small package. 2. Kick out by Carmella. Super kick. Down goes Mandy. Oh, and here comes the SmackDown roster. They're all after Truth. The B team have come running out. Look at this. R-Truth has got Carmella on his back. The roster are in the crowd, chasing after Truth. Look at that. They're almost catching up with him. I think this is going to be a DQ or count-out win. A count-out win. So I think that's a count-out win for Mandy Rose. I want to see Lars win the belt and then everyone run away from him. That would be good. Everyone runs out and then they realise because they actually see the size of him and then they run away again. That could be fun. Bayley. Little interview with Bayley. Big smile on her face, as you'd imagine. She loves having those stars round by her eyes now, doesn't she? That's something she's been doing. I don't remember her doing that down in NXT. Or even when she first came up to the main roster. Bayley has moved past the hugs. That's an interesting statement. That's a real interesting statement. Right, backstage, R-Truth and Carmella still trying to run away. Wow, they've just gone into the female locker room. And here comes Matt Hardy, the B-Team, Noam Dar, Cedric Alexander. There's Drake Maverick. Smile on the face of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, Kofi Kingston is our next match. Right, let's change this over. Zayn versus Kingston. Okay. So, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Wheel of Fun. Make sure that you're subscribed. Because it could land on giveaway. It could land on Slam Attack. And I want to make sure that we are rewarding all of you that are subscribed to the channel. And also, because we've got that Cesaro interview dropping onto the channel tomorrow. Super excited for that. Super excited. We've avoided forfeit. It's giveaway. So it has landed on giveaway. Boom. So what we're going to do is give away WWE Kids Magazine. 5 gifts in here. A wearable title. Seth Rollins keyring. Keyboard stickers. A giant poster. Other stickers. And they didn't even put it on the packaging. Topps cards. Topps trading cards. A pack of cards. Like, we just gave away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. You get 1 pack in here. And all of these. And you get a Wrestling Days little article inside. And there's posters, including an Iconics poster in there. Finn Balor poster. This will go anywhere in the world. You can subscribe as well if you want to get a membership to this. Go over to WWE Kids Mag on Twitter. All the details are there. But this is now available around the world. This is out every month. And I love it. Genuinely, I do. I'm not just saying it. I genuinely do. I am a fan. I mean, legit. I am so excited for that Iconics poster. And then, like, you get some interesting articles in here. Like, interviews, like Mandy Rose and Ricochet. So, anyway, we are going to give this away. We are going to give this away to the 29th person. 29th person that gives me the word pancake. 29th person that gives me the word pancake. Got Elias keeping an eye out for the big dog. You're trying to sell the mag. Don't mention your article. Oh, vegan. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Let's go! Do, 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 do. Here comes Sami Zayn. Insane in the membrane. Sami Zayn making his way down to the ring. Right, let me count these up. Has Truth lost the title yet? Not yet. Big E is down backstage, though. Stephen Lazo. Well done, Stephen Lazo. Well done, my friend. You win the kids magazine. We've still got one more Wheel of Fun to do. Stephen Lazo. So, someone has attacked Big E backstage. Kofi's come out angry. Why is this not the main event? Can anyone answer me that? This is the WWE Champion. Can we think back to when Stone Cold would have had the belt and Brett would have had the belt? Would they really have been coming out 50 minutes into the show? Why is this not the main event? Why is it that we get Seth and Kofi against Lashley and Boring Corbin as a main event for Raw, but when Kofi's going one-on-one against Sami Zayn, it's buried halfway in the middle of the show? That doesn't make any sense. Big E said Owens. Okay. Five minutes left in the... Oh, I keep missing these polls. I apologise. Doesn't make any difference, though. You guys are still smashing the votes. 41 votes on that last one. Who should be the number one contender? So, got 5 minutes left. If you want to vote in our poll, go to @WrestlingDays on Twitter. Make your voices heard. At the moment, KJ is well ahead. Kofi is down. Sami Zayn throwing Kofi into the ring. Probably the women's tag team is main event. I think it will be. Why do they keep having tag matches as the main events? Sami on his feet. He's got Kofi in the corner. Hashtag Kofi versus Sami. Shout out to Matthew Evans. Kofi in the corner. He's getting hurled into the other corner. Up, nice missile drop kick by Kofi Kingston. Down goes Sami Zayn. Sami rolls to the outside. He's grabbing hold of his chin. Clearly he took that drop kick on his chin. He's checking his teeth. I don't know if there was some real damage done there. He's kind of making out like there was. And we go to commercial break. So we are at commercial break. I got to be honest, this SmackDown's been so-so. I do like the 24/7 thing. I think that's been fun. I think they've used it well so far. No title changes yet. Still, R-Truth has managed to avoid everyone. I'm starting to wonder if he will avoid everyone all the way to the very end. And then Carmella will beat him for it. He'll last the whole show. But then Carmella will get the championship. Shout out to Marcel. Days, please do a fantasy booking video on how you would book all the way up to Survivor Series. World Champion versus World Champion. That could be fun. There's some big videos on the way, though. I really need to get past those. We've got the Cesaro interview tomorrow. We could even get that Cesaro toy hunt on Thursday. I might save that for Friday, though, because that is a big video. Just fun. Just a lot of fun. And then I think I'm hoping that we'll get like a Braun Strowman video approved soon. There's a lot coming. There's a lot coming. But that Cesaro interview tomorrow is huge. Shout out to the Beast Slayer. Shout out to Donald Trump. Can Carmella win it? Yes, women can win it. It's open to the women's division and the men's division. So, yes, she can. Shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Anto. I don't know why Truth gave Carmella the piggyback. It slowed him down. That's a really good point. It's a really good point. But that's what friends do. That's what friends do. They look out for each other. Do a video playing Heydays since you say Heydays so much. What do you mean playing Heydays? Is that a game? I don't even know what that is. Check Twitter and reply. There's no way I could do that, dude. I've got a lot of notifications. I am very much behind. I've got over, I don't even know how many notifications. A lot. I've got a lot of people telling me about AEW and about Ty Dillinger. How would a man get the 24/7 title back? Quite easily. They would just pin the woman. You could do it where Mike Kanellis pins Maria Kanellis while she's asleep. Could do that. That would be fun. So there's easy ways that you can get it back. What do I do so I can get the kids magazine? How long will it take for me to get it if I live in Brooklyn? It's probably going to take a little while. Probably talking a couple of weeks for it to be shipped over. Or, you know, I honestly, I don't know. All you have to do is send me your address. Send me your address to wrestlingdays@gmail.com. Send me your address via email. Love you, Wrestling Days. At times when I am sad, I watch you and I feel better. Well, that's good, isn't it? That's kind of what I'm here for. To brighten up people's days, or at least try. So thank you very much, dude. We are blending at the moment. Looks like KJ is going to walk that. We are back from the commercial break as well. Kofi is on the top turnbuckle. Sami Zayn's got him looking for a superplex. Don't think... Oh, he does! I didn't think he was going to hit it, but he does. Massive superplex. Got a beautiful arc on it. Really nice. Kofi is down. It's not for the title. It's just a non-title match, so Kofi could afford to lose. Look at that superplex. Beautiful. Ty Dillinger might be going to AEW. No, he is in AEW. It's been announced not long ago. He's going to be in the Battle Royal. Crossbody from Kofi. Did you see Ty Dillinger and Tyler Breeze opening a wrestling school? Yes. I didn't know, actually, that Tyler Breeze was involved in it. Big boot to the face of Kofi. Oh, nice. Down goes Sammy. Sammy down. Kofi getting fired up. He went for Trouble in Paradise, missed it. Sammy looking for, I think it was a Blue Thunder Bomb. There's Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston wins. Kofi. Someone in the crowd has got a sign that says, "We show up to more shows than Brock Lesnar," I think it said. Days, I think it'll be Jon Moxley versus Hangman. That would be fun. Up next. Oh, so it's not the women? Wow, that's amazing. The women are not main eventing this. It's Bayley and Becky next. Bayley and... Oh, hello. Paul Heyman's here with the briefcase. Paul Heyman's here. He's teasing. I don't think Lesnar's there. Paul Heyman saying, looks like the perfect time now. Is Lesnar there? Ziggler! Ziggler! Ziggler out of nowhere starts unloading. Wow! Dolph Ziggler's back! We thought we were going to get a cash in. The camera went really close onto Kofi. And you kind of thought, is it going to be Brock? Is something going to happen? Well, something has happened. Dolph Ziggler is back. And he is absolutely unloading. Unloading on Kofi. Dolph Ziggler returns. This makes so much sense. Ziggler has been around as long as Kofi. Wow. He has got Kofi all tied up right now. He is gouging Kofi's eyes out. Boos are raining down. He is unloading here. He's putting a chair around the head of Kofi. And I'm even more confused. Why didn't this close the show? This would be the perfect way to end SmackDown. Oh, he hurls Kofi into the commentary table. Kofi had got a chair around his neck. That is brutal. Kofi's got his eyes open as well. Referees are coming down. This is a brutal beatdown. This is great stuff from Dolph Ziggler. Driving his knee into the chair. Of course, Dolph Ziggler's been doing this comedy tour. Boos are raining down. Dolph's not done. He's back out again. Heel Ziggler. Yes. Ah, that was brutal, man. That was brutal. Kofi with the chair around his throat. And Ziggler stomps down. I'll tell you what's interesting as well. Paul Heyman was teasing a cash-in, and then Ziggler appears. Ziggler's not connected with Heyman now, is he? Is Ziggler a Heyman guy? I don't think so, but it's worth asking. Kofi is out. This has been a bad day for the New Day. This has been a bad day. Oh. It's a bad day. Yes, it is. Brutal. Good to see Ziggler, and I'm sure it'll be a great match, but I can't take him seriously. I agree. I agree. I'm watching this thinking it's cool to have him back, but he still doesn't look like a legitimate threat to me. He just looks like another opponent for Kofi to feud with. There's a lot of medical teams down there trying to help Kofi. Shout out to Dylan the Gamer. I think Ziggler's done this to make Kofi weak so that Brock can eat him alive. I don't think Brock's there. If Brock was there, he would be going for it now. They're showing people in the crowd like legit concerned. There's people in the crowd like... Bless. He's going to be alright, everyone. He's going to be alright. If I was Brock, I would be cashing in right now. I agree. I completely agree. If Brock was there, he would come out now. They're still working on Kofi. They're wheeling him out now. Why does this ref want to lay the title on top of Kofi? The man's just been beaten up, and there's two referees that are desperate to lay the title over Kofi like he's passed away or something. Stop trying to put the belt on Kofi. The commentators talking in hushed tones, as you would imagine. They've finally put the belt on Kofi. Why have they done that? They've put it over his legs. Are they that lazy? Are they that lazy that they don't want to carry the belt? Like, do you want to carry it? No, I don't want to carry it. Just put it on him. Put it on his feet or something. Look, Kofi's coming round now. He's trying to get up. Silly Kingston. One like equals one prayer for Kofi. That's right, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do, because that is the best way that you can show support to Kofi. One subscribe equals one love to Kofi Kingston, our champion, he is struggling right now. He is struggling, mainly because he's having to carry a championship that these referees are desperate to dump on him. He's trying to stand up and walk away of his own accord. This footage will be a promo for weeks to come. That is true. That is true. He is staggering to the back. That was a fun little moment. As we go to commercial break, Brock will cash in. I don't think he will. Not a bad segment. Should have closed the show. I agree, it should have closed the show. I agree. Days, what if Big E is lying and he's back with Ziggler? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love that. And then AJ Lee comes out as well. Yes! Yes! That's what we need. Thank you, Ziggler, says Dark OPZ. Shout out to Hussein the Rex. Yeah, they, I don't know why. They just did not want to carry that championship. They didn't want anything to do with it. I feel like Vince was probably screaming in their ears, "Put the title on Kofi! Kofi's the champ. He's got to have the belt." Yeah, but he's injured. He's on a stretcher. Put it on him! He's still the champion, goddammit! Yeah, but he's injured. I don't care. Even when he's injured, he's the champ. Days, if this was last week, you would have walked in now drinking your Coke, wondering why everyone was so sad. That is so true. That is so true. I'd be sitting down about now with my Coke. Just like, has the show started yet? What's happening? Excuse me, why are you crying? Why is everyone chanting Kofi? What's going on? It's not Kofi, it's Coke. I like Ziggler better than Kofi. Days, shout out to Nacho Man Randy Savage. Days, are you still drinking Coca-Cola? Well, no, not right now. I'm not drinking anything. I might treat myself. I'm going to have a water. I do still drink the vanilla Coke. That's my favourite soft drink. Vanilla Coke. Love it. Kofi will lose. Remember Big E and Dolph Ziggler connection? Yes, I do. That'll be fun if they go back to that. Joshua versus Ruiz Jr. I think we're going to be streaming that as well. We got a ball game here, people. Thank you very much, Cameron. Appreciate the support, my friend. Well, let's see. Let's see what goes down. Maybe that's why Ziggler has come back now, because we're going to get something with Ziggler and Big E to close the show. I mean, there's got to be something planned, because the women are up next. Bayley and Becky versus Lacey and Charlotte. I am amazed that that's not closing the show. Not going to lie, I completely forgot about Ziggler. Don't worry, many people have. Many people have forgotten about Ziggler. But he's back. You're not going to forget about him now. And talking of back, we are back also. Better watch out, it's the right time. Oh. They're saying Paul Heyman was here with Brock Lesnar. No, he wasn't. Ziggler unloading. Destroying Kofi. Do you have figure giveaway? We're all out of figures for this one. We will look to... We might do something for Double or Nothing. Might do something for Double or Nothing. Days, can I get the link to your poll? It is over at Twitter. I actually don't have a link to it. It's wow, we've had 27 votes. People are loving it. Roman versus Elias will end the show. Why? Why? That's horrible. It's a good point. Why did Ziggler attack Kofi? What's the issue? Why? Why? Okay, we're waiting now for the Bayley, Becky, Lacey, Charlotte match. We know that's coming up next. Shout out to Landon. We got the big dog backstage. Who was that? Don't know who just walked past, but a couple of people walked past Roman. Roman can hear guitar music. Elias is on top of one of the production trucks. He says, when you talk, you sound as dumb as the people of Providence. That's where they are, Providence, Rhode Island. Where is health and safety days when you need him? Get him down from that truck. That is true. Roman's just shaking his head, walking away. Here comes, I'm Lacey Evans. I'm the Southern Belle. She's got a lovely polka dot number on. I'm fascinated by her boots now. Her boots at Money in the Bank had a picture of her delivering a woman's right to Becky Lynch. So I do keep an eye on her boots to see if she's got anything interesting. She's all about fashion. We know this. Lovely. I've got to say, that's a lovely skirt that she's wearing. It's like a skirt. She's got something on her boots. Can't tell what it is. Feel it might be like a pin-up or something. I don't know what's on her. I don't know. She had a great match. I wasn't too sure about her, I'm not going to lie. But I am really warming to Lacey Evans. Here comes Charlotte Flair. Dun 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 dun. That was her daughter that Lacey gave her hat to. Really? Charlotte with a beautiful black robe. Look at that. Class. Charlotte 9 reigns. That's what Corey just said. Taking the mick out of Becky 2 belts. Charlotte 9 reigns. Do. Lacey Evans telling the referee to open the ropes for Charlotte. Dun, 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 dun. It's a beautiful robe. It really is. Hello, Matthew Evans. Hope you were well. You missed a brutal beatdown by Dolph Ziggler. That's the big talking point. Dolph Ziggler is back. Becky says that doesn't feel right that she doesn't have her blue belt. Becky says that she's coming for Bayley. Yeah, I mean, Becky literally is got no friends now. She's alienating herself from everyone. Shout out to Jason. Days, I bought the Steve Austin 6-belt deluxe classic figure. That is a great figure. Bray had a child with JoJo. That is true. What has happened with the 24/7 belt? Haven't seen it tonight. Yeah, we saw it earlier. R-Truth had it earlier in the show. He's still running around with it somewhere, pretending to be Carmella. Here comes the huggable one. I'm pleased for Bayley. I'm pleased that she's got a championship. I hope she holds it for a long time as well. I feel like Bayley needs a good championship run. A couple of those wacky inflatable men weren't inflating that quickly then, were they? They were flopping around a little bit. Oh, another commercial break. Another commercial break. Love that Dolph return. Yeah, it was done very well. It was done very well. My email is messing up. Can I message you on Twitter my address? Yeah. We can do it. We can do it as an exception. It's going to be a nightmare though, because it could get lost. Send it over. I'll try and keep an eye out for it. Days, what is your favourite poster from those behind you? My favourite poster from those behind me. I don't know. What can you see? Probably the Ultimate Warrior one. Probably the Ultimate Warrior one. I think it looks really cool. It's got a bit of like a graffiti vibe. You can see the paint running down. Yeah, probably the Warrior one. New Day's alright. Hardy Boys is alright. Sasha's cool. Carmella's cool. Yeah, Warrior. Too many ad breaks. Yes, I agree. I think it's because you don't get an ad break for like the first 20 minutes whilst they set the show up, and then that means they have to throw more in as you get further into the show. Thoughts on Sasha Banks? Don't know when she's coming back. I suppose creative haven't really got anything for her because they didn't know when she was coming back. I don't know. It's hard to know what the truth is. Sasha's come out and said that she wasn't in a mood. She wasn't in a strop. All the reports are false. So her husband said that as well. It's hard to know where the truth is, isn't it? I really feel like she's not. If anyone's watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, smash that subscribe. Again, I know I keep talking about it, but it is a big deal for the channel. The Cesaro interview video. My first interview with a WWE Superstar goes up onto the channel tomorrow. Charlotte stomping away on Bayley. I saw a great Hogan and Warrior WrestleMania 6 poster ad today that I'd not seen before. Ooh, very cool. Are you going to pay $14.95 for Double or Nothing? Seems high versus... I am going to pay that. It is high, but it is the first one as well, and I can't guarantee that I'm going to be paying it for every show that they do. But yeah, I will pay it. Lacey. It's got a beautiful hold here. A beautiful, like, $1 million dream. On Bayley. Throwing Bayley down into the corner. When you see one, it looks like Warriors. What channel is AEW on? It's on ITV Box Office over here in the UK. Charlotte pulls Becky off the apron. Bayley was about to make a tag. Sasha should come back in the Bayley-Becky-Charlotte triple threat match. Well, we don't know. Yeah, I mean, we don't know if that's going to be the match, but it would make sense. Certainly not going to happen at Super Showdown. Women aren't allowed on that show. Yeah, $50 is incredible. Isn't it $9.99 for the network in America? But the AEW show is going to be 5 times that. That pricing is crazy. But I suppose they think they can charge it for the first one. Hello, Carl. I am good. Hope you are well. Charlotte again trying to prevent the tag. Becky driving a knee into Charlotte's head. Missile dropkick by Becky. Charlotte goes down. Becky. What's she going to look to do? Going over. Dropkick. Down goes Lacey Evans. Nice. Becky going up top. Shoulder charge. Down goes Charlotte. Bexploder. Flair down in the corner. Backbreaker. Face first into the turnbuckle. Up goes Flair. Drops the knee down on the leg. Back kick by Becky. Clothesline to Lacey. Big boot from Charlotte. Charlotte looking for a figure 4. Into the corner goes Charlotte. Little roll up. 1, 2. Reverse. Charlotte on Becky. And she's using the ropes. The referee saw it though. Disarmer. Becky had the disarmer on Charlotte. Lacey comes into the ring and breaks it up. Bayley gets tagged in. Bayley goes right after Lacey Evans. Now she's got her sights on Charlotte. Charlotte, though, looking for the figure 8. Little small package. Is she going to get it? She does. Bayley gets a small... It's been a night of small packages, hasn't it? Loads of little roll-ups. Little quick victories. But Bayley gets the pin on Charlotte. Little bit of tension between Becky and Bayley. We've gone back. We're backstage. Oh, Jinder! Jinder! 1, 2. Kick out! Jinder almost got the belt. 2 count. R-Truth retains. R-Truth retains. Oh no, now the B team. Bo Dallas. Oh, but the B team are fighting amongst themselves. The B team can't decide who should get the victory. R-Truth fighting back. And he's got away again. R-Truth survives. Roman against Elias. That's the match we've got coming up at the end of the show. Or I believe it'll be the end of the show. There's only half an hour left anyway. And another commercial break. There's a poll up. I can't see it. The AEW pay-per-view is $50. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't understand the Roman Elias feud. Well, Elias is representing Shane. Elias is kind of fighting on Shane's behalf. So we're going to get Roman against Shane at Super Showdown. But for now, it is Roman against Elias, and Shane will be in Elias's corner. I'm giving my kids' magazine to WWE Figs. Okay, if that's what you want to do. Drop it in the... Still send me the email. Days, what would be better? Undertaker versus Lars for the WWE title, or Lars and Braun tag team called the Freakish Monsters? What? What would be better? Undertaker versus Lars for the WWE title. I wouldn't want that. Or Lars and Braun tag team. I wouldn't want that either, to be honest. I don't want Undertaker and Lars for the WWE title. I think Undertaker's well past that now. I would expect Lars to win that easy. So I don't see that as being a viable option. And the tag team thing, I just hate tag teams. I hate it when they put single stars into tag teams. So if I had to choose, I would say Undertaker versus Lars for the belt. But I to be honest, I wouldn't be that excited by that. I think Undertaker's time competing for the WWE Championship is done. And as I said earlier in the stream, he probably should retire. Days, how are you feeling about SmackDown? It's alright. I've seen better episodes. I think the Ziggler moment was good. I think the 24/7 belt bits are fun. I think some of the matches have been great. So it's been alright. There's been a few moments that have been a bit dull, a little bit boring. But by and large, it's been fun. Days, Figs will send the email. Okay, no problem. We're still at commercial break. We've got less than half an hour to go, my friends. Days, you should get dice for Double or Nothing. After every Wheel of Fun, you roll the dice, and if you roll even, you must double the giveaway or forfeit. But does that mean that if I roll odd, I don't have to do anything? Because it's double or nothing. Days, we all know you are secretly behind the Big E attack. It is true. It is true. It is true. I go by the name of Owens. It's an interesting idea. We could maybe do something like that. Do you play video games? Not really. Imtiaz loves the dice idea. Shamrock is too old. He is old. Right, we're just waiting to go back. We know that we've got Roman and Elias. I fully expect Carmella to turn on R-Truth. I'm not sure if we're going to get anything else. Might do. Oh. No. Hey Days, on my universe mode, I have Lars as my champion. I think this will happen in real life. Yeah, I think it will. Ziggler's backstage. MIA. We're going to find out why, hopefully. Oh, no answers. Here we go. Ziggler wants to address us, does he? What's going on? I think Ziggler is going to walk out. I think we're going to hear from Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's going to come out and address the audience. Walks through the curtain. No music. He just walks out. I like that. I like the fact they didn't have his music ready.
I know.
He says, I know.
If I was out there right now, I would boo me too. I know.
Okay, this is interesting.
But this goes way back.
He says this goes way back.
When Ali got hurt and Kofi got an opportunity and he stepped up and he knocked it out of the park. And it should have been me.
Dolph says it should have been him. But you weren't around?
Kofi jumped through hoop after hoop after hoop, and he walked in and he ran the gauntlet. And after 11 long years, 11 years of earning everything,
I don't understand.
came an overnight success, and it should be me.
So I think Ziggler's saying basically it's jealousy.
Kofi walked into the chamber. He walked into the elimination chamber and he walked out the other side a star, and it should be me.
So Ziggler saying that Kofi went into the Elimination Chamber and came out of it a star.
To WrestleMania to fight Daniel Bryan for the WWE title while I sat at home, and that should have been me. And on that night at WrestleMania, he was the better wrestler. He was the better man, and he won the WWE title, and it should have been me.
I don't like this character that Ziggler's portraying.
Every day since becoming
Dolph sounds like he's gonna cry. Yeah, I'm getting that.
performed every single critic, and he's earned it, and he's been a fighting champion, and you all respect him, and you all admire him, and it should be me.
He sounds like he's gonna cry. He doesn't look like he's gonna cry.
I had no other choice.
He said he had to. He had no other choice.
And that super showdown, I'm going to beat Kofi for the WWE title.
Ooh. There's a swerve. So he says he's going to face Kofi at Super Showdown? I feel like Kevin Owens might have something to say about that.
Will admire me and respect me, and you will love me.
He says, you will love me. There's someone in the crowd that's got a Where is Dolph sign. He's right there. He's right there. Kofi chant. Well, there we go. That was not what was rumoured. There was a graphic that showed Kofi against Kevin Owens. Of course, the card is always subject to change. But that's a tasty little match. I mean, how did Dolph get a WWE champion? Did he just declare himself in the match and that's how it works? Not sure about that. The Dolph promo acting is hilarious. Email address is wrestlingdays@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I thought the beatdown was good, but honestly, I can't say I was gripped by that promo just. And yeah, I don't understand. So if you attack the champion, that's all you've got to do. Attack the champion and then declare that you're going to fight for the title. Why hasn't he done that before? If it's that easy, why has he not done that before? Yeah, Nicholas, I agree. I agree. I'm confused. Wasn't Dolph on Raw when all this happened? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, it's been that long, I can't remember. I think he was, wasn't he? Because he was in that team with Drew McIntyre. So yeah, I think he was on Raw. Looks like he's over on Smackdown now. There's a nice little video package here that I'm getting distracted by. It's all about the history between Triple H and Randy Orton. They're actually showing shots of Orton winning his first championship. Thought that didn't exist. I mean, look, these two have faced each other many times. Many times. We're going to be here a long time if we're going to go through the whole history. This will be the main event of SmackDown if we're going to go through the whole history of Triple H and Randy Orton. Dolph can't compare himself to Kofi. He won so much. He was world champion. It should have been me. Makes no sense. He's already had more. Yeah, I don't like it. Days I drove 6 hours from Kingston, Ontario to London, Ontario. Cool. That's a lot of driving. Triple threat at Saudi, Kofi versus Owens and Dolph. Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this story might evolve. I mean, obviously it's a bit of a surprise to see Ziggler back, but I'm not on board with the story so far. Triple H needs to fight every member of Evolution before the year ends. Well, I fancy his chances against Ric Flair. I think he stands a great chance against Ric Flair. We are still going with this video package, by the way. We are still going. Looks like we're going to get Elias versus Roman, and I'd imagine we'll get a little R-Truth thing as well. I think he loses it to Carmella. This is nearly as long as the Charlotte-Becky video package. That was 6 minutes long. So far, this is at 2 minutes. 6 minutes long, that video package. Do you ever come to America? I was in Florida last year. Right, are we going to that match now? Here come the money. Here come the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Best in the world. Elias. Here comes Elias. Hello, I am Elias. It's amazing how far he's come, isn't it? Like, what they've done for Elias is incredible. He was nothing down in NXT. He was never used in, like, a takeover. He was in, like, a couple of feuds, but they didn't really do much with him. I can't believe, like, how they use him on the main roster. So Elias making his way down to the ring. We see Roman backstage. And that is our next match. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wow. Little bit wobbly, but it's the final Wheel of Fun. We've 16 minutes left of the stream. Here's the wheel. Let's spin around, see what she lands on. Here we go. Giveaway. Da-la-na-na-na. Da-na-na. Da-la-na-na-na. Da-na-na. Yes, giveaway. Giveaway. Right. Of course, we're going to give away Kids Magazine. That's what we're giving away. What I'll do as well is I'll chuck in a pack of Slam Attacks as well, just because it's the final one. So, a pack of Slam Attacks and the Kids Magazine. We're going to give both of these away. So, another WWE Kids Magazine is being given away. This could go anywhere in the world. Make sure that you hit that subscribe as well. I want to make sure these prizes go to people that support the channel. I want to make sure it goes to people that are subscribed. So make sure you have hit that subscribe. And of course, if you didn't know, I'm going to remind you, the Cesaro interview drops on the channel tomorrow. Big interview with me and Cesaro. So you've got things to look forward to there. It's a good interview as well. I do very well. Very well. Right, 35th person is what I'm looking for. The 35th person that gives me the word magazine. That's what I'm looking for. The 35th person that gives me the word magazine. Here we go. I'll tell you the really sad news. I mean, I'm glad it didn't land on forfeit, but the Onion now is going to carry over to Double or Nothing. So now the Onion, which I've been squashing, that is now the forfeit. And I look at it, it's really battered now. And it's been out just, not good. Not good. What are your thoughts on 205 Live? I don't think it should be its own show. I think there should be weight classes, weight divisions. I think that would be better. The best meets the best. NBA. Right. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Well done, Perennial. Well done, Perennial. Panchagavi. I hope I've pronounced that right, Perennial. I always just refer to you as Perennial. But well done to Perennial. The big dog is on his way down. No. Oh. Sunday's 10 out of 10 stream. Thank you. Did you get the email? Oh, I've had a lot of emails come through. Have I had an email? Yes. Yes, I have. Got it. Right, Roman on his way down. Super Showdown, June 7th. It's not far. We've got Double or Nothing this weekend. And Super Showdown on Friday, June 7th. People are really pleased for Praneel, and that's cool. Praneel is on a lot of these streams. Doesn't win much. So, yeah, very cool. Do you think R-Truth will lose the title? Yes, I think he'll lose it to Carmella. We've got 11 minutes left, my friends. 11 minutes left. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Do you know what we haven't seen tonight? It's only just dawned on me. We haven't seen a Firefly Fun House. There hasn't been a Firefly Fun House. How amazing is that? No Firefly Fun House tonight. That's amazing. They always show... Did I miss it? Have you seen it and we've missed it? But I have not seen this week's Firefly Fun House, which was only like a minute long. But I've still not seen it. I legit might have missed it. I don't know. Days, will there be Wheel of Fun's on Double or Nothing? Yeah, we will definitely do something. Kind of feels like Double or Nothing is a little bit... It's still family friendly. It's not TV 14, but... I don't know. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will. I'm definitely going to look to get some figures. Lee says no Funhouse. Right, so it looks like I'm not alone. Yes, I got it. WWE Figs. Yeah, send me your address. No Funhouse. World Wrestling Gamer says I saw it. Well, it was on last night. It was a rehash of last night. They showed it on Raw. Yeah, but they always show it on SmackDown as well. And we've not had it on SmackDown this week. Apparently Bray was meant to debut, but didn't because of Jojo and the baby. So they put together little clips last minute. See, I was saying that it felt like... But the thing is, the guy that makes the mask said we're not done yet. So that kind of implies like there is more to come, more Funhouse or more characters. Maybe those other characters are going to debut when Bray debuts. But it did feel like they threw something together just because Bray... I don't know. That makes sense if he was meant to debut. It was just Bray wearing the mask saying, "Let me in." We need a 3-minute episode next week. Well, you might be getting Bray next week by the sounds of it if he was meant to debut this week. It got so much heat, they must not have wanted to put it on tonight. That's true. No Aleister Black. Yeah, well, his promos aren't working for me. I think they need to rethink Aleister Black. They're busy with the 24/7 thing. Well, I don't mind missing out on it this week, but usually it's amazing, so... I hope they don't make a habit of not showing it us. The Funhouse characters might come to life. What time is Super Showdown? Do you know what? I don't know. I don't know what time it is, but I'd imagine it's probably like middle of the day here, early morning where you are. It was last time. When is Buddy Murphy debuting? That's a good point. Haven't seen Buddy Murphy in a while. It feels like we need another show. They really struggle to like find room for all of this talent. No Firefight. Thank you, Paul. I didn't think there was. I know it's only going to be the same as yesterday, and that was just like a minute-long little thing, but still noteworthy that Even WWE felt like it wasn't worth showing again. I don't get why Black debuted on Raw. I tell you what we do need to talk about before I forget, and we've only got 6 minutes. That third hour of Raw. The third hour of Raw, they turned all the lights off and didn't have the LED screens on or anything like that. And apparently they want the third hour of Raw to feel different. So that's an interesting development. They haven't changed anything with the final part of SmackDown. Obviously, the third hour of Raw always struggles. It usually struggles when it comes to the ratings. I don't know if turning the lights off is going to do it, but maybe there's more to come. I feel like if when Bray debuts, he's going to debut in the third hour of Raw. It says Super Showdown will start 2 p.m. Eastern. Ooh, that's about 7 here. Shane getting involved with Roman. Does Cody Rhodes own AEW or does he run it? He runs it. It's owned by the Khan family. They're the ones that have put the money up. But Cody is an executive vice president along with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. I don't think Jericho's an executive vice president. I think it's them four. Cody, both the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. But it's owned by the Khan family. Someone's got a sign in the crowd that says wild card rules. Someone loves the wild card rule. Roman on the shoulders of Elias. Whoa! Look at that from Elias! Sit down powerbomb! Wow! That's the best thing I've ever seen Elias do. Look at that. He spins Roman round. Sit down powerbomb. Credit to Elias. Do you think that Dolph will face Kofi at Super Showdown? Don't know. I feel like it could happen. Feel like it is within the realms of possibility. It's a bit bizarre if it does, though. It seems like if you want a title opportunity, all you have to do is jump the champion. Which, in all fairness, has been a very well-used tactic in the history of wrestling. So, I suppose I shouldn't criticise it. It's been used and done many, many times. And it'll be done many times to come. Knee to the face by Elias. Superman punch by Roman. 1, 2, and Shane puts Elias in. I love how Shane walked off then. Shane put Elias's leg on the rope and was like, walked away. I think Steph and Shane should put their money together and buy. I don't know if they could afford it. They probably could. But I know that, is it Tony Khan? He's a big wrestling fan. I don't know if he'd want to sell it. Oh, into the ring steps. Roman getting thrown back in by Elias. Elias going up top. Drops the elbow on Roman. 2. Oh. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. Beautiful elbow by Elias. 2 minutes to go. What do you think is next for AJ Styles? Don't know, actually. That's a very good question. It's probably going to be someone like Bobby Lashley, isn't it? Shane distracting the ref. Elias with the guitar. Spear! Big spear! 1, 2, 3. Roman wins. And Shane attacks. Roman wins. Shane attacks. Is Miz going to come down? I wouldn't be surprised to see the Miz come down. Shane has got that guitar. Shane is going to wallop Roman. No, Superman punch. Shane goes down. Is Roman going to use the guitar on Shane? That's quite a heel thing to do, isn't it? Don't bring a guitar into Roman's yard. He won't appreciate it. Oh, Drew McIntyre out of nowhere with a claymore. So there we go. Drew McIntyre lays out Roman. We're running out of time here as well. Are they going to have time to show us R-Truth and Carmella? Shane pointing at Drew. And Drew's music hits. The little thing pops up in the corner. So I think we're done. R-Truth survives. That's the big news. R-Truth survives. R-Truth didn't lose the 20... Wow, no 24/7 title change. That's good. That's good. I applaud them for that. I really do applaud them for that. Because you don't want to see it changing hands all the time. He came close. He had a couple of people pin him. But he survived. I think that's really cool. That's really good. No, we don't do 205 Live, my friend. It's a good show, but no, we don't stick around for it. It's it's not a show that's important. It has great wrestling, but honestly, it's like its own little world, isn't it? 205 Live. Little Jimmy will beat R-Truth. Hey Days, how many posters do you have behind you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. Good night, Cameron. Thank you so much to everyone that joined us. Really appreciate it. Let me know your scores for SmackDown. Drop your SmackDown scores. I would love to know. What do you think? I'm going to say it was 7, yeah. I'm feeling a 7. I think it was alright. I think the Ziggler thing was good. I wasn't really into the promo, but... when did Truth win the 24/7 belt? He beat Robert Roode for it on Raw. Okay, dude. 6.6. Thank you, Heinz Ketchup. Again... Don't forget, drop your scores in. You've got an opportunity to get your score on screen for people to see. Imagine if Hornswoggle returned and beat R-Truth. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Don't forget as well, this is the final time I'm going to mention it, but if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. We're back this weekend for Double or Nothing. Wow. Back this weekend for Double or Nothing. That is going to be a lot of fun. So we're back for that. And then tomorrow, I keep going on about it, but tomorrow we're going to drop that Cesaro interview. That is a big, big deal for the channel. I would urge that you check that video out. Leave your feedback. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I hope you do. I think you will. Cesaro's great. I'm all right, but Cesaro's great. And that's it, guys. I could sit here rambling on like a rambling rabbit, but I think we've been talking for long enough. So yeah, that video will drop on the channel tomorrow. Very much looking forward to it. Thank you to everyone that joined us. Really appreciate the support. We're back, as we said, for Double or Nothing. And keep an eye on social media, because I wouldn't be surprised if R-Truth loses that title before Raw next week. He easily could. That championship's all over social media. Maybe Drake Maverick will finally catch up with him, or maybe Carmella will turn on him, or who knows. So watch this space. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. And I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.